Sevilla have never lost to a Ukrainian side. Dnipro have never won against a team from Spain. Will anything change tonight? This is Carrizo, who has made more appearances in the Europa League than any other player. Looking for Carlos Bacca. That's good control by Bacca. And an early warning shot from Sevilla.
Chance. That is a chance, no question, even though it's very, very early in the game, and he did well with the initial control, Carlos Bacca, because it was up around his throat and the top of his chest. It was an easy one for him to control. Once he's got that much room, you'd like to think, for an accomplished finisher, that he's going to be a lot better and far more accurate than that.
There is considerably more experience in this Sevilla side as far as European finals are concerned, and he is certainly one of those. 5 of the starting lineup participated in last year's final in Turin. The furthest that Dnipro had gone before this season was the quarterfinals of the old European Cup 15 years ago. It's a strong challenge by Mbia. Play continues. Carrizo. Konoplyanka. Dnipro might rely on his invention tonight. Krakowiak, who is one of those who has Polish heritage. He's back in his city tonight. A lot of questions about him in the build-up to the game to the manager yesterday.
Pretty heavy challenge coming in on him, wasn't it? I think it's Fedorchuk who just sort of slides and slips and just goes underneath him, but
a kick in the face for his pains as well. Fedorchuk was on the end of a tough tackle from Mbia just before that. He was pretty confident yesterday when we were speaking to him. He was up for the fight. One or two of them were a bit reticent to say that they wanted to come out here and prove their worth, but he was certainly quite forthright in his views yesterday.
Listen, I don't think there's any doubt once you get to this stage, you're here to do whatever it takes to get over the line to win. Now, early on, it's always going to be a little bit cagey. If we get that early breakthrough from either team, particularly Dnipro, then we could be in for a big night, a really big night.
Miran Markovic was a bit like his team in the press conference, difficult to get any change out of. An experienced coach, and he has got the better of some big hitters already in this competition. Rotan, the captain, then Kankava. Foul given against Kankava, who is the first Georgian to play in the Europa League final. Mbia trotting up to the edge of the area here. Banega is presiding over the free kick. Sending towards Mbia. Attempted by Carrizo. Rotan very quickly across, and then it's picked up by Vidal, who's pretty speedy from right full-back. Trying to exchange passes with Jose Antonio Reyes. Dnipro play their way out of trouble. Krakowiak's got it back. Banega. Patolo trying to be a thorn in their side.
Poor ball again. Possession conceded too easily. That little battle, Alex Vidal, Sevilla's right back, and Konoplyanka, how far he goes back with him before he's prepared to pass him over is going to be very, very key.
This is Vitolo. He's got two waiting in the centre, and men arriving on the edge of the area. And there's claims for a penalty here. Martin Atkinson has immediately walked away.
More in hope than expectation, wasn't it?
Jose Antonio Reyes was the man who was fouled. Krakowiak is asking for assistance.
It's a little bit of a nibble on the ball, in fairness to Jose Antonio Reyes. It just didn't convince when you saw it in real time. It wasn't one that you'd have felt comfortable, I think, giving a little bit of contact. I think there needs to be a little bit more. I just felt he was confronted by two blue shirts. doing that little pirouette and went down just a wee bit too easy.
No doubt that there was contact between Ruslan Rotan, the captain of Dnipro, and the captain of Sevilla, Jose Antonio Reyes, who could be playing his last game for them tonight. Bakker trying to get in between the two centre-backs again.
Yeah. Certainly he's peeling off there, isn't he, Carlos Bakker, behind Douglas, and he's always looking available.
There's a chance at the other end, Maciuś. He's looking for Kalinic! It's the perfect start for Dnipro. Well, they are the counter-attacking side. They soak up pressure and hit you on the break. And that's exactly what they've done. In their first ever European final, it's taken them under 7 minutes to get in front. And it's their top scorer in Europe this season, Nikola Kalinic, formerly of Blackburn Rovers.
Great goal, brilliant finish. I mean, they haven't been anywhere near Sevilla's 18-yard box since the game started, really. But that's a great little initial win in the air from Kalinic, and then the cross from Maciuś is perfect, and then of course he's got back in the box. After he's flicked that ball on, he's immediately wanted to get straight back into the danger zone. That is a brilliant goal. Look, he wins that header, now he knows his favourite. Give it to me. Perfect, absolutely perfect delivery. What a great finish.
18th goal of the season for Nikola Kalinic. He's kept Sheleznyov out of the side tonight. Markovic made a big call. It's the right call.
You know what, Sam, and we've seen this Dnipro team in the competition be hard to break down when they have something to hold on to. I'm sure they really have it now. They haven't been easy. They've not been easy to roll over or find a way past.
Maciuś is down. Kalinic is adjusting his socks. 4 goals in 15 matches isn't necessarily prolific, but could be a crucial goal. They aren't prolific themselves. Don't score too many and they don't concede any either. They've kept more clean sheets in this competition than anybody else. And now the challenge is to Sevilla, who are the joint top scorers, to try and break down this stubborn Dnipro defence.
What you have there as well is you have both of Sevilla's fullbacks, Alex Vidal and Tremolinas down the left side. They will just both fly forward at the same time. And of course, every now and again, that just means those centre-halves don't have that extra added little bit of protection. Mbia has to be aware of that, because that was just a simple ball up to Kalinic, a flick on, a cross, and it's in the back of the net. Too easy.
Here's Vitolo trying to get beyond Kadetsky. The ball was from Antonio Reyes. Unai Emery reiterated his commitment to Sevilla. For now, he said, my heart is 100% with Seville. I want to finish the season with a trophy. That's all he can think about right now. He has been linked with several jobs across Europe, but he's got a bigger job to do now. His team 1-0 down 7 minutes into a European final. It's always going to be fascinating to see who controlled the game. Both have been comfortable to allow teams to come onto them and then counter-attack with varying degrees of success. Sevilla's certainly not a defensive team.
No.
Dnipro certainly can be.
They can be. They will counter better. Dnipro, they'll be happier to counter, especially now with a goal in their pocket, of course. But Sevilla with Banega and Reyes and players of that quality in the middle of the park will want to have the ball. They'll want to try and dictate proceedings out there.
Fedorchuk finding Kankava. Sloppy from Kalinic, but he got away with it. Lovlianka. Fedorchuk. Maciuś is arriving. The ball wasn't great. And now Sevilla will try and counter-attack. This is Ever Banega. Reyes on the far side wants the ball. Banega's still got it. It's Ever Banega. And if it was anything, it was ambitious.
Yeah,
and the former Valencia man.
Always a little bit of a waste and on reflection when you take those sort of shots as a player, as you're trotting back to your position. You think, I should have kept it, I should have just kept it ticking over, go wide, keep passing, keep probing. But look, that's the initial header there from Kalinic. It's too easy, it's far too easy. It's a great ball back in, it's a stunning cross, that really is. Let's give Maciuś a lot of credit for that delivery, because it's absolutely inch perfect on a plate for Kalinic to go and finish.
Well, Maciuś has been in and out of the side. He's had back trouble and other issues. It's his third attempted comeback of the season. And in the semi-finals, it was young Lukcevic who was preferred to him on that right-hand side. Another big call by Markovic to bring him back in tonight, and so far it's paid dividends. Long way to go. And they're trying another header. Villa. It's better from Reyes. It's a decent cross, and he should have hit the first time there. Vitolo
hits it. It's absolutely inch perfect. Brilliant cross that is from Tremolinas.
This is Vidal. The feeling that Sevilla will carve out chances. Banega. Vitolo. How many blue shirts are strung along the edge of that area? First corner of the evening, and it's gone the way of Sevilla.
Great chance that was. He's got great ability, Tremolinas, in getting forward. It's a perfect pick out. Begging to be hit that one first time. Could have gone side foot, could even put your head down and just try and make really stronger contact, but deal with it first time.
There's his corner. It's a short one to Bakker. It's come back to Vidal. He's cracked it, and it was well worked by Sevilla. Almost came off. Fedorchik was the man who got in the way.
Love that when you see that, when you see a little bit inventive, a little bit quick thinking. Really good football that. Bakker running from the far post right along the goal line to just flick that back, and got pretty close in the end.
Vidal, fouled by Kalinic. A good couple of weeks, Vidal. He signed from Almeria at the beginning of the season. He's fitted in rather nicely. And he's just been called up for the Spain squad for the first time. One of 3 Sevilla players to be included in the boss squad.
This is that little clever, well-worked set play. Good little flip back to Vidal, but he just doesn't make the right contact. But he is so prominent in this team. He gets forward at every opportunity. That's why it's important that Krychowiak and Mbia in particular, 2 central midfield players, they have to be very aware of where their fullbacks are, because they both just fly forward.
It's got the better of Mbia here. Mbia's committed a foul halfway. Mbia, one of those who played in the final last year, scored his penalty kick in the shootout. From Jacek and Emery, refuted suggestions that his side were favourites, so he's taking nothing for granted. He's a man who meticulously prepares. There's a running joke about the number of video clips that he makes his players watch. And I don't think he was expecting to be 1 down before the 10-minute mark. He chooses offside. It's Mike Lamarcky who's operating on the near touchline. More experienced assistant referee.
Got to give him a chance there, Reyes. You don't have to literally put him straight in there. You can just tease that ball to the corner flag, to the line a little bit, so as he drags other people out of position. He's never going to get in on a straight run now, Reyes. As honest as he is, his quicker days are gone.
31 years of age. In his 3rd final in this competition, a winner in 2010 and 2014. Bakker and Douglas going for the ball. Referee not happy. Stephen Child, another one of the English officials. A team of 6 of them. The 4th official is from the Czech Republic tonight. This is a situation that Sevilla would not have wanted to get themselves into, because they know that Markovic's teams are tactically astute. Took a little while for him to instill his methods. Rotan trying to squeeze it back to him and succeeding. Kalinic in the centre, a couple more arriving too. Steered away in the end by Jacek. Kankava has just held up the Sevilla counter.
Yeah, I think he's quite right there, Martin Atkinson, to produce the yellow for that, because it's the counter attack that Kankava denies, not the foul. The foul's just a trip, really. He knows what he's doing. He's never getting there. They've just had a little overload down that right side.
And it might become a little bit like this. Dnipro have a habit, especially if they take the lead, of making it uncomfortable for opponents. 4 of the 5 most booked players in the Europa League this season play for the Ukrainians. He is one of them. That's his 7th in this competition. Reyes again. Not too close to the goalkeeper Boyko, who hasn't had anything to do in the opening 17 minutes.
Not at all. I think that opportunity for Carlos Bacca early on, the one that he shot wildly with his left foot, was indeed a pretty reasonable opportunity. That should have done better.
Teresa. This is Prokovia. Now Banega. Banega again. Might be the key to unlocking the door. Ever Banega playing in behind Carlos Bacca tonight. Bau's gone on another bursting run, trying to just niche that through to them. Prokoviak so good at winning the ball back. Reyes. Banega. Almost.
Yeah.
It's that area in and around the edge of the box where he might be able to spring the stubborn Dnipro defence. By Tremolinas. Banega. Has made a run, gets it, gives it back to Banega. It's the best ball, run out by Fedorchik. Spoiler in midfield, and then Prokoviak just doing enough to steer it away from him. Big night for him tonight, coming back to Poland. He said that in the dressing room over the last couple of weeks he hasn't even mentioned it. He's had to keep his emotions in check about returning to his homeland, but the last couple of days he started to talk about my city, my country. Here's an effort, which was well wide from Jose Antonio Reyes in the end, but the goalkeeper wasn't entirely short.
No, had to make sure, didn't he? It's a great switch from Krakowiak, and Reyes cutting inside on the left foot, as you would expect. Boyko's always there, he's always going to get something on that, should he have needed to. Dnipro have to be a little bit careful in the sense of that, because they have that goal, because they feel reasonably happy in having to defend, that it takes away any attacking threat that they've got themselves. I think that Konoplyanka is the sort of player you've got to keep him involved. You don't want him and Matthias just on top of your own fullbacks for an entire game. So they've got to look to add to their tally.
This is a good run. Aiming a free kick over on that far side, Reyes. Banega twisting, trying to send Vitola away. And stabbed behind in the end is by Shevariavko. The referee has given a goal kick.
I think he just felt there was a bit pulling of the shirt on the shoulder there, which is a needless foul to give away. Defender's got nowhere to go there, facing his own goal. Just there, look, just on the shoulder, maybe just upset Chiberiashko a little bit, but not an awful lot for me.
It's pretty tame, wasn't it?
It was.
Vitello's another one of those who's been called into the Spain squad recently, made his debut back in March and has joined Alex Vidal and Sergio Rico, the goalkeeper, in Del Bosque's plans. Chiberiashko again. This is Konoplyanka. Well back by Vidal. Konoplyanka tried to return the favour and nick it back for Dnipro, but has been penalised. Usually he's the one who's being fouled. In this competition, nobody has been impeded more times than Konoplyanka. That's a decent looking free kick. Punched away by the goalkeeper. And he was clattered by Claude Jejak on the way through. And the referee is obliged with the free kick in his favour.
Well, the big centre-half had the run there, didn't he, on Boyko? The goalkeeper knows he's going to get clattered, so he's got to come out and deal with that.
He may have been at fault for the Napoli goal in the first leg, but he made 6 crucial saves in the second. Denis Boyko had a bit of a personal duel going on with Higuain. 77th game for Dnipro tonight. He has kept 37 clean sheets in that time. This is Rotan, the captain. Fedetsky being hounded, losing possession. Vitolo skipping away from one challenge, couldn't get past Rotan. Carissa. Jacek. Jamalinas. It's a teasing little cross that as well. Had to be dealt with by Douglas. And the 6'3" man did what was required. Second corner of the night. The last one was inventive. What have they got up their sleeve this time around? 5 red shirts in the centre. Everyone back inside their own half for Dnipro. It's a deep one. It's met well, and it's touched behind. Excellent header from Krakowiak. It had to be well stopped in the end by Denis Boyko.
Yeah, Leo Matos it is, who just loses Krakowiak as the ball's in the air. Just completely drops off his man, and free header in the end, and Boyko again. A scramble.
Another corner. Boyko's come again. Not got there properly, but has been rescued by Mbia being the one to get the final touch. They've caused a few problems from these set pieces.
They have, yeah. Goalkeeper making a big early decision to come flying out. He's one of those goalies to me, Boyko. He's had some big games in this tournament, he really has, and tonight may be another very big one. If you look, you end up going to penalties, he's the sort of goalie I could see getting his foot or getting his hand to one or two of them. You know, he's got that sort of air about him. He's also got something up his sleeve that tells me there's a rick in there as well.
Backer just unable to control that pass. It's away by Boyko. Kranic again trying to be a little bit physical and aggressive, making sure that the central defenders know that he's there. He's made the telling impact so far in the game. With his goal that has put Dnipro in front. Mbia. This is Benega. A lot of the ball, Sevilla. Dnipro used to working without it. average 45% possession across the games in the Europa League this season.
That's poor decision there.
This is the instant early in the match where he got clattered in the head. He's been wearing a plaster ever since, and it looks like it still needs some attention. Vidorchik. Koviak. Got a couple of slips and trips in the first 27 minutes. The surface isn't perfect, is it,
No,
Andy?
it's not. No, it's a bit lively, the surface. Had a good look at it before we've come up to our commentary position, and it looks decent, obviously, when you see shots like that, but...
Well, this is a chance for Reyes, who shoots, and there's a deflection over the top by Kankava, which was absolutely vital.
Just switched off there. Dnipro, the ball was dead, wasn't it? It's a free kick, and all of a sudden, a bit of quick thinking, and Reyes is in, he hits it well enough.
Vitolo, Banega. Back tries to get it back to Kukoviak. Welcome home, son! Well, he was always going to make his mark back in his homeland. He's been keeping his emotions in check for the last couple of weeks, but not anymore. Boyko is beaten. And Emery is celebrating. Sevilla are level in the Europa League final.
Great finish from Kukoviak. Really, really well taken, the goal. Again, they've just got that little situation where they work that corner well to just free up the delivery. And in here, watch this touch there. Just that little one gets it out of his feet. Doesn't have to hit it that hard because Boyko doesn't see it. There's a ton of traffic in front of the goalkeeper, and he's never really sure whether the shot's coming or not. And it just beats him low down to his left. Just an important little touch there. He just gets that away from Leo Matos, and then he just hits it. It's in the back of the net, and they deserve to be level. You know, since they've gone behind, they haven't panicked. They've had most of the ball, and as I mentioned earlier, Dnipro, because they had that goal, I've just felt like they could sit and sit and sit. You cannot do that. They've got far too long before they see this game out.
Well, he's not the most prolific of goal scorers, Gregor Kukoviak. His third goal this season. He is had his nose spread across his face by Sergio Ramos in La Liga, which kept him out of one game. He came back with a mask very quickly, but it was his turn to put the Ukrainian's nose out of joint. It was a very good goal from the Polish international. Sevilla have been the form team in this competition. Unbeaten in 9 games coming into this match. 27 goals now in their 14 and a half matches. They are the top scorers. He'll be puffing his chest out even more now, Kukoviak. Back on home soil and on the score sheet tonight. Rotan. Macius. An intelligent ball back to Kalinic. What has he got in his locker? Well, it's a little bit too wide. Radetzky combining with Macius. Looking for Konoplyanka. And he almost got a toe end on that. Just skipped away from him at the last.
It's a dangerous ball in. It's hit with such pace. It just in the end, Konoplyanka couldn't get there, but Macius has a little look and he spots his teammate on the far post, but it's just a little bit big for him. But that's better. Again, they've won the ball back there and immediately push men forward, looking like they want to threaten. Haven't done that since they scored.
Bacca's in behind here. It's Carlos Bacca around the goalkeeper. It's Carlos Bacca to put Sevilla in front. 2 goals in the blink of an eye for the top scorers in the Europa League. And it's an excellent response from Unai Emery's team. Stunned. Markovic is stunned.
It's a great goal, you know. He's done this a couple of times already in the game where he's just peeling off the back centre half. This time he runs across the front of him. The run is timed to absolute perfection. It really is a brilliant run. That first touch is immaculate, and it's an emphatic finish from a goal scorer who knows what he's doing. He's not the quickest anymore, Carlos Bacca, but he's on the move early. That touch is perfect. He's not missing that, no chance.
2 goals in 3 minutes and 38 seconds have turned the Europa League final on its head.
Fabulous movement that is, Sam. That really is. And the timing of that is absolutely perfect. Difficult to defend when it's done properly. I mean, they should have handled that better between them, Douglas and Ashko, but the movement was that good, the pass was that accurate. Unstoppable sometimes.
That was always going to be a test for Dnipro, wasn't it? They have had a habit of conceding very few goals and avoiding defeat in their last 4 European matches by nicking the odd one here and there. But this team have gone by the bucket loads.
Got good shape to their team as well. Sevilla. Good. Both fullbacks are ambitious. They've got Banega, this guy who likes to get on the ball. Vitolo's got legs and can run and can get beyond Bacca and up to him. They've got Reyes with his experience off the right side, dropping in on his left foot. And then they've got Kukoviak and Mbia, who are there to plug holes and fill gaps and make sure that those 2 central defenders aren't left exposed. The one time they did, they conceded this evening.
Here's Vitolo. Banega. Sevilla encouraged by that reversal in fortunes. Tremolinas being pounded by Kankava. Contested clearances. This is Kukoviak. It'll be interesting to see now how Dnipro get themselves back into the game, because they haven't scored more than 2 games in any match in Europe this season. So if they stick with the form book, then the best they can hope for at the moment is extra time. This is Rotan. Machus being chased by Kukoviak. Trying to squeeze it back to Rotan. Vitolo there. It's a mistake by Reyes. Trying to shield the ball, not succeeding. Fedorchuk. Leon Matos. Now Konoplyanka. It wasn't a bad ball, but it was behind both Machus and Kalinic.
I think when he steps inside, Konoplyanka, he's always looking to deliver. This was what led to the corner, actually, for the goal. That little quick free kick. It was a great block in the end from Kankava, but quickly taken. And then from the resulting corner, Kukoviak just alive, and he just gets a little nudge on that and just hits it. Look, through legs, through bodies, and Burko doesn't see it. And then this one. What about that for a ball? That is majestic. That really is fabulous football, that.
Both of those balls coming from Jose Antonio
Brilliant
Reyes.
stuff.
Banega. And for Bacca, snuffed out by Douglas. This is Kankava. Space for Konoplyanka on the far side. This is Kalinic. Rotan. I didn't see what was coming in the rearview mirror. Jose Antonio Reyes was a little bit too keen.
Well, Konoplyanka's having a little wander over. He wants to have a look at this one. It's a fair old way out. It's probably just over 30-odd yards, but
Rotan can also strike them from this sort of distance. It's about 33, 34 yards back from goal. Decent ball in, which is headed away by Bakker. And Carver. This is Konoplyanka. Again, another chance to try and get it into the box this time. Vitolo, again, the man who was penalised. Quickly taken. Konoplyanka. Still Konoplyanka! And it's touched behind by Sergio Rico, and it had to be.
That's when he's at his best and most dangerous. That's what he tried to do. That's what he was looking to do moments earlier when he knocked across and it just went out for a goal kick. But he's great at that. He's so dangerous there. When he's got the fullback going in and around and beyond him, and it gives him the chance to step in and hit him on his right foot. That is a stunning stop as well.
One of the reasons he's been called up to the Spain squad this week, Sergio Rico, started the season playing in Spain's third tier with the B team. Rotan, bit of pushing and shoving at the far post, and Martin Atkinson has given the free kick in Sevilla's favour. What a season it's been for that man, Sergio Rico. Injuries to Beto and Barbosa meant that he'd got a real run in the team. Talk about take it with both hands. I suppose that's pretty useful for a goalkeeper. This is Banega again. See you and Emery at the bottom of your picture there, just trying to orchestrate everything, manipulate his players' movement, so active on the touchline. He wants the throw-in to go his way. It's going to that man, Alex Vidal. Carrizo. And Bia. Daniel Carrizo finding Jose Antonio Reyes. Couldn't control it. Carver's got it back for Dnipro. Badetsky. Konoplyanka. Dallas back there. Konoplyanka's got it back again. Skipped away from Mbia. We'll have another go. It's aimed towards Fedetsky. Machus blocked in the end. Sent away by Vitolo for a corner. Yeah,
Konoplyanka, the architect of that, off the Dnipro left side, dropping in on the right foot, this time standing that one up. Chance here for Machus. He just takes a little bit too long to pick somebody out that allows the red shirts to engage.
Quite a few up. And Rico came and got nowhere near. He's helped out by his defence. There's a little bit of pushing going on, and Douglas is the guilty party.
Yeah, don't foul there. Don't concede needless fouls there, as much as you want to try and go and win it, because that just relieves all the pressure, conceding cheap free kicks there.
Dnipro have had a quirky journey to the final. This is their 19th game in Europe this season. They were knocked out of the Champions League playoffs, and they had such a bad start to life in the Europa League. Got much better after Christmas. They were bottom of their group heading into match day 6, would you believe? Lukianka trying to find Kalinic. Sevilla dealing with that. And now here comes the charge. Bacca peeling away to the left. They found him. He's up against Douglas. Takes him out of the game. Here's Alex Vidal. And we know he can hit them. And he joined the attack at just the right time.
A few blue shirts, yeah, complaining that that was a handball from Eva Banega. In the end, it does come out to Vidal, you're right. Sam, we've seen him hit them, and we've seen him find a way in from that sort of distance. That's not a million miles away either. He's just got such a great engine, Vidal. He can make the ground up very, very quickly.
Trying to get on the end of his own flick on, and then there was a bit of pushing and shoving on Matthews, which has engendered a free kick in a dangerous position.
Again, Kolocajek there, just got his hands all over Matthews. Doesn't need to. Now, the last one was 30+ yards. This is good distance, this is good territory.
22-23 yards back. Rotan and Konoplyanka are sizing up the opportunity. Martin Atkinson just trying to get the ball back. The vanishing spray, which is being used for the first time in the European final tonight. It's Rotan. It's in, and not for the first time in this season's Europa League. Dnipro are just not following the script. What a strike from his captain, Ruslan Rotan. And look at the celebrations amongst the Dnipro support.
Well, he tells his team to calm down, but he'll be disappointed, one, at the way the free kick was conceded. And it's a cute, just a clever little clip over the wall. Rotan doesn't really run up to it with any real intent to really get it over that wall and back down very quickly. But Sergio Rico can't get it, it's too accurate. Because there's that many bodies in the wall, the goal is right across the other side of the goal, and he just can't get there.
5th goal of the season. 34 years of age. That might just be his best moment in the blue of Dnipro. Long-time servant, regular in the national team, Ruslan Rotan, was certainly unfazed yesterday when we spoke to him, and he was the calmest figure inside the national stadium in Warsaw when he stepped up to take that free kick. Banega. Goalkeeper comes, and that was an unconvincing punch by Boyko.
Catch that.
Reyes has won it back, taking it off of Konoplyanka, and then going down right on the edge of the area.
That one did look like a foul, looked like he was bundled there, nudged a little bit and eventually falling over. I thought that was a free kick, but such a big goal in the context of this game. You know, I think had Sevilla have got a third in the opening 45 minutes, been too much for Dnipro. Could possibly seen a way for them back, but they're back in it now.
2 minutes of added time at the end of the first half. What a corking first half it has been. Finals aren't supposed to be like this.
In fairness to the referee, I think looking at that under closer scrutiny, he's got it right.
Here's Vitolo, space for Vidal. He's found Vidal. Bacca is waiting in the centre, trying to get beyond Matus. Plays it against him, and the Brazilian does very well. And now the escape is on. Not anymore, it's not. Koviak made sure of that. It's a yellow card.
Yeah, had to be a yellow card there. He knew it, knew full well. He didn't want to let Rotan go.
Last summer's first game for Sevilla was the one that you and I saw in Cardiff earlier in the season. Just won himself a foul.
TV coverage of the UEFA-Europa League, sponsored by Bet365.
We're back in Warsaw. Players just re-emerging from the half-time break. Dnipro first. What would Messrs Markovic and Emery have been saying, do you think, Gordon?
I think, calm down, lads, because this is too entertaining, and you're killing me. We're here to win something, so, you know, especially Dnipro, they'll be saying, let the other team make a mistake, we'll come over it. But I don't know if Seville can change. I just think that's the way they've been playing all the time, and that's what we want.
Who'd be the happier, do you think, Gus?
I think after being on the lead and going to, you know, to be in the losing side, I think Dnipro will be happy to come back just before half-time 2-2. Now, normally we should be saying the first goal is the most important one, and the next one 2-2. I mean, it's a.
I think the seventh goal tonight might be the most important.
Yeah, we hope so. But I think they both had an equal amount of the game. The first part for Dnipro and the last part, but the middle bit, Seville looked really dangerous. So we've got to be careful of them.
Not since Liverpool Alaves in 2001 have we had 4 goals in a first half of a European final. We know the Spanish side didn't get the best of that one. Will Sevilla emerge victorious again in the Europa League? Back we go to Warsaw, to Andy and Sam.
Well, this is the second European final between a team from Ukraine and one from Spain. In the 1986 Cup Winners' Cup final, Dynamo Kiev beat Atletico Madrid in a very one-sided final. This is certainly not that. The players of Dnipro were telling a great story yesterday, and it was interesting to hear what Gordon Strachan was saying at the break about how when Miron Markovic took over, he said to his team, "You're too emotional. You're very good, but you're too emotional." And they spent the first 6 months becoming unflustered, cool-headed, and not reacting when things went against them on the pitch. They certainly showed a cool head in that first half after conceding 2 very quick goals, Andy.
Yeah, they did. Certainly did. Didn't panic, did they? Just kept going and gradually found a way back into the game. Clever little free kick. I still think Sevilla had a little bit more ammunition, but this team just don't go away.
Tedeschi from Matus. Rotan. No changes at half-time. Tedeschi looking for Kalinic. Shejek has a bit of difficulty with that, ending up conceding a throw-in. Too many options for Tedeschi. Found Matus. He's looking for Kalinic. And Klianka jumping under the ball. Dnipro are is fit. The manager has made sure that he's rotated the squad over the final weeks of the domestic season to keep them fresh. Lost a vital league game a couple of weeks ago with a second string, but bounced back with a group of young players and beat Shakhtar Donetsk at the weekend. Svitolo running into Kankava. The ball was already out of play. These two have suffered Champions League disappointment. Still a chance for Ukraine needs to get there through the league. Sevilla's hopes of qualifying are dashed, but they might be in with a chance here. The offside flag is up though. It was up very early from Mike Malarkey.
And that's one there where Carlos Bacca can't wait. We saw the timing of his run that the guys were going on about at half-time. It was so good. That one there, just, I'll tell you what, he's onside. Very, very, very close. Forgive, I think, an official for getting it right or wrong either way. Something as tight as that, but yeah, Bacca can't wait there. He's made his movement. He's just got to hope the ball arrives as quick as it does.
Choose finding Rotan, whose delicate free kick has dragged Dnipro back into this game. Matos bursting away from Antonio Reyes. Now Konoplyanka sizing up the ball to Leo Matos. Got something on it, but not enough to take it goalwards. Fedorchuk. Konoplyanka. It's still Konoplyanka. And a block in the end came from the former Reading man, Daniel Carrizo.
Just couldn't adjust his feet almost there, could he, Leo Matos, to just get on the end of that clever little through ball.
Really tenacious from Kankava to win it back. Maybe a little bit too assertive. Dnipro a little bit like leeches, aren't they? You can't shake them off.
No. They certainly will stick to their guns and very well drilled.
Banega. Vidal. Just held up by Fedorchuk. Banega. Now on to Reyes. Fedorchuk there again. There's a vital role for Fedorchuk, a box-to-box midfielder. Vidal looking for Vitolo. Not decent cross that. Douglas having a second bite at trying to clear it. Wasn't conventional. Still, Sevilla put on the pressure. Vidal, Banega. And it flicked away off of Tiberiashko and out for a sixth corner of the game for Sevilla. Banega about to take it. Boyko is 4 yards off his line. Sends it towards Mbia. Almost reached it. Machus has just nicked that away from Vitolo. And there's a chance for a break on here. Kalinic wants the ball early. Now it's come to him. Vidal is sprinting back. And wasn't it vital that he did?
Yeah. Good covering play, that. We've got someone down. We've got Stefan Mbia, I think it is, who's down in the box. Just for that challenge there, yeah. He's that sort of guy. He throws himself at everything that comes his way. He's never really getting there. But Alex Vidal nice and bright and alert, and he's on the cover, and he's got the legs on Kalinic, no question there. He's always going to win that race, but he does it very well.
And the referee just deciding Marcy Atkinson what to do here. I think he's going to have a drop ball, which is gifted back to Sevilla. And it's the Dnipro fans that you can hear in the background. You can see them on your screen there, all bouncing in a corner behind Sergio Rico. 9,500 of them, and Osman Rutan and his teammates did pitch in to try and buy some tickets and organise some transport for a number of the supporters. They said they wish they could have done it for everyone, but they know what the economic situation is in Ukraine and try to get as many supporters here this evening. with this. Under control for just a millisecond before Arturo Alex Vidal was very quickly over to him. He's out of contract soon, Konoplyanka. 1 or 2 in the Premier League sniffing around him. Here he is again. Donetsky, Machus, deflection, and easy for Sergio Rico. Bit sloppy from Vitolo. Was trying to find Vidal, wasn't happy with the movement in front of him there. Unai Emery said that he did consult Juan de Ramos about this match, the former Spurs boss who has managed both these two teams on this competition with Sevilla twice, and was in charge of Dnipro as recently as last May. Here's Konoplyanka. Urged forward by the Dnipro support, and he unleashes an effort from, in the end, about 26 yards out, and it was always rising.
Yeah, he's not one I would want to allow time and space to maybe even consider having a shot. The one he hit in the first half really tested Sergio Rico there. That's not tight enough, and he can knock them in from that sort of distance. I'd like to see him wander a little bit more. I mean, this Dnipro team is based very much on its shape when they don't have the ball, of course, because they're a counter-attacking team. But I think Konoplyanka, if he just occasionally drifts inside another 5 or 10 yards, he can get into those shooting positions just that little bit easier, and he's very dangerous.
Koviak. Baka. That one behind Vitolo. Chase is on here. Goalkeeper encouraged to come out by his centre-back, Lonzajac, who is affectionately known in Spain as Colo. Represented France at under-21 level. His dad's from Poland. Mbia. This is Carrizo. Beaten to the ball, and between Matos and Konoplyanka, they come away with it. This is Kalinic. They're incredibly industrious, aren't they, Dnipro?
Yeah, they are. They work very hard. Actually, Sevilla's second half haven't really started yet. Haven't been able to get Banega and Vitolo and Jose Antonio Reyes in those positions that they were getting in just a little bit too frequently in the first half.
This is Banega. This is what they enjoy, the counter-attack. Space for Reyes on this near side. He's got there. People waiting in the centre. Trying to thread that ball in towards Vitolo. It was cut out. It's always going to be a very difficult ball to play. It would have had to have been extremely accurate from Jose Antonio Reyes. There's Vidal. Reyes wants it on the edge of the area. He's hemmed in by 3 blue shirts. It's wayward from Mbia. Sent Tremolina scampering back. It just allows Dnipro just to move a little bit further away from their own penalty area and remove the pressure. Vitolo. Banega. Back to Vitolo. Right back Vidal still in support. There's a slip, could be a vital one. It's back towards Vitolo. Might come through on the edge of the penalty area here. Reyes trying to squeeze it through. Baka has a swing. And in the end, it's cleared away by Dnipro. It was a gift from Rotan.
Was. Got to take better care of that, and the team have been defending. When it goes into Rotan, he's the one that has to protect it and allow the team a bit of time to get up the field.
He brought out the 3-iron there, didn't he? And a good old swing. Carlos Bacca didn't connect. Here is the change, and this is a change that they make quite often. Jose Antonio Reyes may well be his last appearance in the red of Sevilla. He's shaking his head. He's made an impact. He created both the goals. And Koke coming on. It means that Vidal will go a little bit further up on that right-hand side, and Koke will go to right full-back. Vice-captain earlier in the season. He's got the captain's armband on as a result. Fernando Navarro is on the bench. He is the club captain. It was still up for debate even yesterday as to who was going to pick the trophy up, if indeed it is Sevilla who get their hands on the silverware.
Nice problem to have.
Zajac. Bacca accused of backing in. Ginetsky winning the free kick. More live football on the way on ITV. The Champions League final is in 10 days' time. Barcelona and Juventus from Berlin. Our coverage starts at 7 p.m. on that Saturday night. And the very next day, an early afternoon kick-off for the Republic of Ireland and England. It's also live on ITV. That starts at 12:30. A big match double-header on the weekend of the 6th and 7th of June on ITV. Koke with a throw. They tried to flick that on. It came off of Cheveriashko. It's another Sevilla corner.
They take good care of these set plays now. One of these, if you drop it in the right area, red shirt flying in on it could make the difference tonight.
Banega flipped away by Kankava. Further clear by Konoplyanka. Molinas had to make sure he got hold of that because there were two breaking. He's found Banega. It's only half cleared by Douglas. Krakowiak takes a swing at it. Didn't connect very well at all. An easy save for Boyko. They're not fazed by anything, are they, Dnipro? It's their first European final, but you're not surprised by that. A difficult time this year. They've won a free kick here in a dangerous area. And the referee could have allowed that play to continue. He didn't. He wants to take action against Sevilla player Carrizo.
He's absolutely right in producing the yellow card for Carrizo. I just felt he could have let that breathe for perhaps just a few seconds longer there, Mr. Atkinson. At a 2-on-1 Dnipro. Down the Sevilla left, down their right. Could always come back to this point.
The second Sevilla player to go into the referee's notebook tonight. This is another free kick which is some way from Sergio Rico's goal. Konoplyanka and Rotana over it once again. This time it's knocked to Konoplyanka. He was 5 or 6 yards wide with that.
He just had to adjust his stride there, didn't he? They didn't quite get that right.
That heel from Rotan seemed a little bit heavy. Yashko with something on that, but not enough, and Mbia is trying to send Bakker away. Leon Matos got involved, and Mbia's kept them going. Here's Koke. Bakker wants it pulled back and tried to squeeze it through the legs of Chabari Yashko and won the corner kick.
Decent run from Koke. It looked like a foul actually on Konoplyanka moments before that, but Mbia was sharp there onto it.
Here's the corner. Benega. There's loads of people on the far side making a run. Koviak was one of those, and he was frustrated it didn't reach him. And Mbia got something on it. Maybe a bit too much.
Look at Mbia, look, just in between penalty spot and 6-yard box. He's actually in there, totally unmarked. He's desperately trying to hang in there, and in the end, I think he could maybe have done better with that.
This is Kalinic. Matthews trying to get over. Tremolinos had to time that perfectly.
He certainly did. Matthews was flying on the overlap. And Tremolinos had to make sure that that challenge was spot on, and he got it right.
Martin Atkinson is just going over to Tremolinos. This is the reason why. He threw the ball away after he was given a little flick. Well, I have played in front of big crowds this season. There was 62,000 at the semi-final in Kiev, but that hasn't always been the case. They've been forced to play all their matches, all their home matches away from Dnipro. They've been playing them in the Ukrainian capital because of the fighting there. That's been a significant hurdle for them to jump. Hurdles so far that they have been able to get over. They've come over a significant one tonight, having to come back from 2-1 down after taking an early lead. And they're pressing here with Douglas. This is Rotan. Looking for Matthews. Kalinic arriving. Prodded away. Koviak. Again, Dnipro win it back. It's a lot slower tempo in this second half than it was in the first, Andy.
Yep, and since Reyes has gone off, it's not been quite so easy for Sevilla to find those neat little combinations. Get this man on the ball a little bit more, that's better.
Here's Benega. Tremolinos with a cross, might come through to Vidal. And they dealt with it just about, Dnipro. It's another corner kick. And another chance for Sevilla to create from a set piece.
Just wondered there whether Vidal could have gone and attacked that ball as it came across the 6-yard box. It looked like it. He just paused for a split second and the chance was gone.
Attacking change on the way for Dnipro. Corner kick first. Cariso's joined at the last minute. It's in towards Cariso. It's a little flick. And it's another corner. Game Leighton is saying that he was being held back. Betsky is very close to him once again. Picked on the near post, pushed away. Krakowiak again. Another big block. Still alive. And somehow Dnipro managed to get it clear. And they let a charmed life there. Alex Vidal furious about the fact that the free kick has been awarded in Dnipro's favour.
Ball just didn't settle quick enough, did it, for Krakowiak to get the shot away. Great stop from Boyko just there. You've either got to step onto that and try and take that perhaps a little bit higher than you'd like. all wait for it, and in waiting for it, the blue shirts just get in and around it, and Konoplyanka in the end runs it out, gets the free kick.
Here comes the change, and Fedorchik is coming off. He's been a big part of this team since he came back from one of several loan spells in the winter. And he's being replaced by Roman Bazus, 24-year-old attacking midfield player, who is trying to add a little bit more attacking impetus to this Ukrainian side.
Challenge again there, Kankava. Big responsibility on him now to make sure that that space in the middle of the park, that he's guarding it, that he's marshalling it, that he's aware of where Banega is.
Banega again. Okay, went on a run, but trying to do it himself here, Banega, and he's won another set piece. Another corner kick. Keep racking them up with Unai Emery's team.
In the last couple, MB has got very, very close to scoring from.
Banega towards the near post. It's gone through a crowd of bodies again. No one could connect with it. And that's a big decision for Martin Atkinson. He's declined to give a penalty. There was a big shout from behind the goal away to our right. Vitolo's still screaming at him. Martin Atkinson is having absolutely none of it.
It's one of those situations where Mathias looks like he's going to dangle a leg, and then he just sort of drags it back on Vitolo. He's expecting the contact and maybe looks for it a little bit much. I think in the end, might have been a good call, that.
It wasn't a great ball. He was just trying to send the ball into the path of Kalinic, but he got it wrong. He'll come under scrutiny for that, Martin Atkinson.
Never quite getting there, is he, Mathias? That's the thing. He always looks like he's a bit second favourite. I think Vitolo is looking for it. He's almost waiting for that inevitable contact.
Is it a bit clumsy as Bazus gets a yellow card?
I think the referee is right there, and I think he feels that Mathias has just tried to pull himself back out that challenge just enough. It's dangerous when you commit to those sort of situations in the box. No need to really fly in there either. He can stay on his feet there and take Vitolo to the byline, deal with him there. It's just a momentary lapse in concentration now with your defensive work, can make all the difference.
Big 20 minutes this. Sevilla had to go to extra time and penalties last year. Ariso. Banega trying to control it. Eventually comes away with it. There's it in for Vidal. And Matos reacted well. And it back again, Sevilla. Koke. Helping out his defence. And Carver goes across. It's not exactly conventional. They have won the free kick. Unai Emery saying that they bought that free kick. Emery likes to make changes around about this time. He looks to Kevin Gamero to come on and make an impact. He came on against Fiorentina in the first leg of the semi-final and scored with his first touch. Essentially that took the game away from the Italians. It was clumsy from Leo Matos. I think the Sevilla supporters were expecting Martin Atkinson to dish out another yellow card there. He certainly was. Flick through, Bacca's in behind again, it's Carlos Bacca! history for Sevilla. Their top scorer, the man who scored a penalty in the final last season, holds his nerve again. It's a deadly finish, and you do not give chances like that to Sevilla's top marksman.
You know, that clearance was a poor one, because he was just skied up in the air and they never really recovered. Bacca was bundled to the floor there, but he gets himself back up, and all of a sudden that clever little through ball, this time on the left foot, he makes no mistake. And Beer it is, they're claiming handball, and just at this point there, it's just that little stab through from Vitolo, and he's the wrong side of Feditsky, and this time the left foot is accurate, it's true, and it's in the back of the net. Head up immediately, he's aware of where the goalkeeper is, he's had a little look at him twice before he's ready to hit that. Great finish.
6 goals this season in the Europa League from 10 shots on target. He walks away with a Colombian flag around his neck. He gets a yellow card as a result of that, but it is worth pointing out as he puts the flag back amongst the crowd that every team that has fielded a Colombian in the final has gone on to win.
I think players are aware if you take your shirts off or whatever, you can get yourself in a bit of bother, but don't quite see the necessity. I know Martin Atkinson is only officiating as to the rules, but always seems a bit daft, that.
7th goal in the Europa League this season for Carlos Bacca. Another yellow card is coming out here for Ruslan Rotan. And Sevilla have already got themselves in front once and had themselves pegged back. They will not want to allow that to happen again. With the free kick, deep one towards the far post. Bacca was coming and rather calmly took. It's quickly taken by Matusi. Was given the free kick initially, straight back up and tried to send Kalinic away. Didn't work out, but it was quick thinking. This is Rotan. Kalinic again. Oh, it's a poor ball. Too surprised, Andy, if we see Seleznyov very shortly indeed. And whose goals saw them through to the final of this competition. He's looking a little bit pensive now, isn't he, Markovic? Jesus snuffed out. Carrizo was involved, so was Vidal. It's collected by Rotan. Zajcek gets it clear. Bacca couldn't hold on to it. Carlos Bacca only needs one more now to go level with Romelu Lukaku and Alain of Red Bull Salzburg.
Doesn't hit it, does he there? Feditsky, better option would have been to go across the goal maybe for Kalinic. Got plenty of room, but he decided to chop back onto his left side. His weaker foot. Scuffs the shot.
Here is that other change. Seleznyov about to come on, standing on the near touchline, getting ready for action.
That's a dangerous tackle. That looks a poor challenge, that one.
Well, that's not the first time that Leo Matos has got himself in trouble. Martin Atkinson still is refusing to book him.
All the focus is on the substitute, but that looked like a poor challenge to me. I think Alex Vidal has just about got away with that one.
Kalinic coming off and Seleznyov coming on.
That's his goal. Seems like a while ago now, doesn't it? But what a great start. Such a Super moment for him and for his team.
Carlos Bacca is on a hat-trick and he's lurking with intent once again. Ever Banega to take the free kick. Towards the penalty spot, but it doesn't even reach the penalty box. Banega's got it back. Bacca trying to play in Vidal, who's in behind here. No penalty given. Anthony Taylor is on the scene behind the goal away to our right. And he was watching that like a hawk.
Great run again from Vidal. Bacca it is, who this time turns provider. Just goes down a little bit too easily again, I think. If he'd have kept on his feet there, Vidal, he's in. Leon Matos would never have been able to get him.
Dnipro just giving the ball away a little bit too cheaply at the moment. Here's Vitolo skipping away from Tabariashko. Okay, joining the attack. And Carver was in the right place at the right time. And Villa looking for Carlos Bacca! So close to the hat-trick. So close to his 8th goal in the Europa League.
Another brilliant ball in. Great movement again from Bacca. Peels off the back of Douglas. I'm not sure if he absolutely flushes the header, but got to credit Boyko because he's in no man's land there. He's in the lap of the gods where he is there. He just throws his arms up in the air and he just somehow gets something on it. From that sort of cross, he should finish that. Goalkeeper shouldn't see it, but...
Here's the corner. Banega is headed down, it almost snuck in. Carrizo was up there and got the contact, which was so close to nestling beyond the goalkeeper.
It's Bacca again, actually, over the top of Bukoviak, who's trying to get something on it. Again, the contact not quite right.
Carrizo was running in front of the goalkeeper, just trying to steer that one through. Jesus. Can they come up with anything? With 10 minutes to go. Konoplyanka, he certainly can. Juice's header is well wide of goal.
They have to throw caution to the wind now. They've got to commit bodies forward. Just a little toe ender, that cross from Konoplyanka, but it's a tough one that is from Matthias, who's going running back the way, trying to steer a header back on goal.
Another change, and this is the one we expected. There will be no hat-trick tonight for Carlos Bacca.
His performance has been terrific tonight, it really has. The way he's took his goals have been excellent, but it's been his movement, his craft, his cunning in getting into those positions. He's shown top flight experience and real top quality.
Well, he ends the season with 7 goals in the Europa League, one shy of the target set by Romelu Lukaku and Alain of Red Bull Salzburg, but he has made a significant contribution to Sevilla retaining this trophy, as they will now expect to do with 8 minutes to go and with that slender advantage. But here's Seleznyov. He's got a late goal in him, and it is worth noting that there has been a lot of late goals in this year's Europa League. Rotan has already been booked.
To be careful, very careful.
Walking a tightrope.
And that's a clumsy challenge, you know. Martin Atkinson is being very lenient there to Rotan. They could quite easily have got yellow for that.
They won't be counting their chickens just yet, Sevilla. 125 of the 543 goals have been scored in the final 15 minutes of Europa League games. And there's another collision here. Now Leo Matas is definitely going to get a yellow card. And it's not the first time that Martin Atkinson has had to raise his voice to him. Just signs of frustration creeping in. Probably more for totting up than anything else.
It is. He's got away with one or two that he shouldn't have, actually.
Another free kick. Banega to take it. Riso up there, and so was Krakowiak, who got on the end of it. Now they're chasing back. Don't want to invite a counter-attack at this late stage, and Sergio Rico was running into no man's land, and he almost got his team into one hell of a pickle.
He certainly did. He just about got away with that.
This is where you need the nerves of steel.
Again, every time now Dnipro dip a foot into a challenge, Sevilla, quite rightly, any opportunity they get, they're going to hit the floor, take the free kick, just try and see the game out now.
Gamero playing with Douglas for the ball. Dnipro have done so well never to be beaten, never to feel as if they've been beaten. They've been beaten enough times in the Europa League. In fact, only Atletico Madrid have had a worse record on a run to a final than they have. But in terms of their spirit being broken, that's never happened to them throughout the campaign. They just look a little bit deflated as we go into the final 5 minutes. Now making a change here. Kankava coming off and Yevhen Shakov coming on.
He's worked hard, he really has. Give everything. Kankava is on a yellow card, so sensible choice again.
Shakov, who was injured for the first leg of the semi-final, is a hero. Comes from a heroic family in Ukraine. His dad was a Dnipro icon, who was the top scorer when they won the Soviet League in 1988. He was part of the last Dnipro team to lift silverware in the Soviet League Cup in 1989. There's only one place the silverware is going tonight, unless they can find an equaliser. And they haven't scored 3 goals in a European game all season, Dnipro. No better time to start. It's a bit nervous from Shaberi Yashko. He was uncertain. And Emery about to make another change. Here comes Vincent Iborra. And here comes Eva Banega.
Played well again, everything goes through him, doesn't it, Eva Banega? Whether he's at the base of a midfield 3 and just trying to prompt, or whether or not he wants to get himself a bit further forward, closer to Carlos Bacca. He's comfortable in either role. Very important component in this Sevilla team.
And there's a problem here, and there's a real serious issue for Mateus, who has gone down. Not too many people were around him, and there is desperate attention being administered to him, and the stadium has fallen silent. He was very quick on the ground, and they are urgently calling for treatment and a stretcher, and there is serious concern on the faces of all 22 players. A stretcher is now coming on. You can see there is a little bit of movement in the legs of Mateus. But there is a real hush inside the stadium and serious concern. Just have a quick look there in the middle of your picture. He's walking up to his teammate and then he collapses. And that is a major worry for Mateus, the Dnipro right-sided midfield player, and a big concern to everyone, including that man inside the stadium. Without wanting to hark back to tragedy, Sevilla, if anyone, is going to be incredibly sensitive to these sorts of situations. They lost Antonio Puerta back in August 2007, who sadly suffered a heart attack during their 4-1 win over Getafe. It is a club that has been concerned with that tragedy for many, many years, and it is a story which they bring to every big game, and there will be concern over Mateus. And without wanting to cause alarm, he did collapse with no one around him. He had just got this whack in the head.
Yeah, that could well be sort of delayed concussion of some description. Let's hope so. Let's hope it's only that, because it really looks awful the way that he just fell to the floor. Let's hope Mateus is going to be absolutely okay.
Well, the very fact that the players look to be okay to continue the game seems to suggest that they are not as concerned as they might be if it was incredibly serious. We'd send him our best wishes and hope that he is okay. And we'll keep you in touch with that situation as it develops. Last few seconds of the game. There will be significant amounts of time to be added on now. It's a good 2 or 3 minute delay, maybe more than that. Here comes Dnipro. Konoplyanka skipping towards the corner flag. Jesus scooping it dangerously close to goal. And Tremolinas had to react at the far post. He didn't know who was behind him.
Whenever they get the ball out to Konoplyanka, he's liable to make something happen. He just carries the fight for his team a little bit further up the field. Have a little pass to Jesus and pulls a corner. It's a chance.
This could be one of the last opportunities for Dnipro. Another corner. 4 minutes of added time. Comes in again, and it's squeezed behind by Gamero.
Delivery's got to be better. Rotan's got to give them a chance. Those big guys, he's got to drop this right in the middle of that 6-yard box.
It's worth remembering, Andy, that of course Dnipro now down to 10 men as a result of that injury. Here's the corner, comes close to the goalkeeper, who was crowded out by his own players. Rotan does well, takes the ball away from Gamero. It's a decent looking ball in, and they're fighting for it. Despite the contact from Leo Mateus, he couldn't test Sergio Rico. Mariashko has to be certain with his touch here. He wasn't.
Well played, the goalie. Good awareness, good feet.
They've won this trophy in Eindhoven. They've won it in Glasgow and Turin. Now they're about to pick up a 4th and record-breaking Europa League win in Warsaw. They will become Sevilla the first team to win this competition on 4 separate occasions. And they have scored more goals than anyone else. They have won more games than anyone else. They have impressed more than anyone else. It's the Sevilla fan that you can see jumping behind the head of Leo Mateus. Boyka, who stood up to the test posed by Napoli and Gonzalo Higuain manfully. This team that scrapped and fought their way into the final, done their nation proud. But in the telling moments, Sevilla have just had that little bit more invention, creativity and ruthlessness. Here's Koke. Vidal pulls it back. Koke! He really could have put the seal on it.
Great combination play down the right side. Vidal does ever so well getting to the byline, cutting it back, and Koke should have at least hit the target there.
Markovic knows that time is running out. Unai Emery knows that he's on the verge of a Europa League double with Sevilla. They've had to reconfigure from last year. They lost Rakitic, Fazio, Alberto Moreno. Guerrero has been injured. It's a different team with the same principles. They just have to hold on. Konoplyanka going one up. Sergio Rico, the 21-year-old goalkeeper, pulling it into his chest and knowing now that they are just moments away. They're into the 4th minute of added time. It will be the 6th victory for Spain in the Europa League in the last 11 years. It will bring their total of wins to 9, which draws them level with Italy. The Spanish, they love this competition, and they will be loving it in Andalusia tonight. Rotan, Konoplyanka. Konoplyanka's delivery. Rico punches it away under pressure, and it was pressure that was too much for Martin Atkinson to allow. And Carlos Bacca can't watch, he can't look.
Seleznyov there just went flying in, just anticipating that ball in from Konoplyanka. Yeah, just bundles into Sergio Rico. Any free kick on the goalie now, perfect for Sevilla to get organised and get set.
They're starting to believe that it's done. There's the full-time whistle. It's an historic occasion. Sevilla retain the Europa League. 2 goals from Carlos Bacca have helped them on their way. It's tears of joy for the Colombian, and they eclipse Liverpool, Juventus and Inter Milan in winning it for a 4th time. And just 4 days after missing out on Champions League qualification through La Liga, in difficult circumstances, they become the first side to be sent through to Europe's top table after winning the Europa League. It's disappointment for Dnipro, who have certainly played their part in this year's competition, but it is unbridled joy from Sevilla. Unai Emery's success story continues. Spain's supremacy in this competition continues, and despite conceding an early goal, they come back to lift the trophy. The first team to retain this competition since it changed to the Europa League. Sevilla have won it once again.
Thanks very much to Andy and to Sam. First things first, of course, we wish the injured player Mateus a swift recovery. We'll try and obviously endeavour to find out the nature of his injury and hope it's not too serious. He was stretchered off, of course, about 10 minutes or so ago. Wish him all the best, but from a Sevilla point of view, all smiles. Had to settle for 5th, as Sam said, on Sunday, on the final day of the La Liga season, and thus Champions League football rested on tonight. Maybe they should stay in the Europa League the way it's going. The first team to win this trophy in its different guises 4 times. Juventus, Inter Milan and Liverpool had all won the UEFA Cup or Europa League on 3 occasions. Now only Sevilla with 4 wins to their name, and 4 in 9 years, in 10 seasons, retaining it not once but twice in that time span. Unai Emery, who himself is out of contract at Sevilla, will have a pretty good hand to play when negotiations for a new deal take place. But that's for another day. Tonight is all about Sevilla in Warsaw, Europa League champions again.